Time for the final in the Rallycross Academy. Tommy Hellman is the man who lines up on pole position with Rasmus Tuominen alongside him. Jonna Olikainen on row 2 with Joni Heikkinen for company, and then Luca Nurmi and newcomer Pepe Arque at the back of the grid. It's going to be a very lively race, that is for sure. And Niklas Gronholm, all identical cars. This means the emphasis is on the driver. We're about to see who the real talents are.
Yeah, I think all is about the start and just to stay out of trouble and do your own race.
Lights go green. Who makes the best start from the outside of the front row? Tuominen tries to get his nose in front. Olikainen on the inside in the black car also looks for a gap on the inside, but it is Tommy Hellman from pole position who leads onto the loose for the first time in this 5-lap race. Really good start by Tommy Hellman.
Yeah, very clean start. Otherwise also no big contacts, and yeah, now everybody's in a train.
So downhill for the first time, you're going from the loose back to the tarmac, dropping downhill and turning. Tricky part of the circuit there.
Yeah, usually very slippery. The gravel comes onto the tarmac, and it's quite difficult sometimes to get the braking right.
So up towards the end of lap 1, and only one goes for the Joker. The Joker lap comes at the end of the lap rather than at the start, and only one driver electing to do it at the end of the opening lap. So the race leader will come through Tommy Hellman. He is half a second up on Rasmus Tuominen, and a Joker lap costs you around 2 seconds. It is Joni Heikkinen who jokered and drops to the back of the pack. But right now, trying to get away is Hellman. Rasmus Tuominen, though, is staying with him.
Yeah, I think what we can expect from this is Hellman going on to the Joker on the last lap, and then Tuominen may be going on the second to last. For me, I think especially in Kouvola, I think it's good to go on the last lap, because you don't lose the speed on the straight for the last lap if you take it on the last one.
Makes sense. So Tommy Hellman, the race leader, fastest in Q1, Q2 and Q3. There are 1 or 2, Niklas, not listening to you because they're jokering already, but the leaders come through. There, number 66, Luca Nurmi, who was racing Porsches yesterday. He arrived here 10 minutes before Q1 got underway after 2 second places and a third racing in the Porsche Sprint Cup, so having to adapt from Porsches to Renault Clios.
Yeah, quite different cars. Yeah. Rear wheel drive and a lot of power in the Porsche, and then front wheel drive and a bit less power, so yeah, 2 very different categories.
Pretty impressive that he's been able to do so. So right now, Tommy Hellman, it is runner-up in the past in the Finnish Junior Rally Championship, the 18-year-old who leads the way, the former Folk race star, but the gap is coming down. Rasmus Tuominen, the man that leads the championship, right there behind him. Tuominen quickest in Q4. He's had 2 wins this year. They come over the timing line, 2 laps to go, and the gap 0.6 of a second. Hellman not getting away, is he?
No, the difference is very, very same as in the beginning. Let's see, I think the only thing that can separate these 2 guys is the Joker.
Absolutely. This lap just over 1 kilometre long, 8 corners in total, and the gap down again. Look, going into the hairpin. Tuominen closing right up, applying the pressure now to Hellman. Tuominen looking for a 3rd win of the season, looking to extend the championship lead. Now, do either of them Joker? Yes, from 2nd place, Tuominen goes for the Joker lap. Good idea?
Yeah. This is what I expected. Also Hellman, I think, made a small mistake down the hill, so the gap was a bit smaller than in the beginning of the lap. So yeah, good tactic to go to the Joker.
So now Jonna Olikainen much closer to Tuominen because he's jokered. So now Tommy Hellman on the last lap of the race has got to push and try and build up that gap. He needs to have more than 2 seconds in hand. Well, the gap was 2.4. 2 seconds is the approximate time for the Joker lap. So now the question is, has Tommy Hellman done enough? Out of the hairpin they come, downhill heading into this long turn 6. Is that gap big enough for Hellman to hang on to a win?
Really difficult to say. I think it will be really tight at the merge.
Going to be close, isn't it? Here they come. They're almost side by side. There's a jump on each, and Hellman is ahead. Tommy Hellman then comes out of the last corner, checkered flag at the ready, and Tommy Hellman is going to score a 2nd victory of the season. And look at that, side by side on the run up towards the line for 4th place. Heikkinen just ahead of Nurmi, but it is a win for Tommy Hellman. He won at Holiers at the start of the season. He wins here at Kouvola. And his runner-up, Rasmus Tuominen. 3rd, Jonna Olikainen. 4th was Joni Heikkinen ahead of Luca Nurmi. And then newcomer Pepe Arque. Let's have a look back at that race, and it was a crucial start. Tommy Hellman converting pole position into a race lead. Really good start.
Yeah, when you're racing identical cars, it's you know, all about the start, and especially these cars. Once you get off the line, you need to be really smooth, and yeah, Tommy did a great job all weekend. 3 wins out of 4 qualifyings and the semi and final win. So yeah, can't get much better.
Absolutely, absolutely, perfect job done. There, the gap did come down, and that was really Tuominen's chance, wasn't it? He was able to get himself within striking distance, but then seemed to lose out on the Joker lap.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah, for sure he closed a bit on when Hellman did a small mistake, but it wasn't quite enough in the end.
And so, on that last lap, Tommy Hellman served the Joker, and there you can also see the black car of Jonna Olekainen going for the Joker. He was very close indeed to the 4th placed car, and we had that battle coming up towards the line. But it was Tommy Hellman, the winner by just half a second for his 2nd victory of the season. Huge crowd here at Kouvola enjoying the sunshine, watching Tommy Hellman take the RX Academy final win from Rasmus Tuominen 2nd, Jonna Olekainen in 3rd. Joni Heikkinen off the podium, 4th ahead of Luca Nurmi, and then in his first outing this season, Pepe Arque in 6th place. A great drive by Tommy Hellman. Let's hear from the race winner.
So Tommy, congratulations. How does that feel to win on home turf?
Absolutely fantastic. This is the main event for the year because it's my home event, so really good feeling now.
And that was a really close battle with Tuominen. How was that?
Yeah, it has been, the whole season has been really close with Tuominen, so it's nice to have a good fight and win it.
And good news for the championship.
Yeah, really good news.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
As far as the championship is concerned, Rasmus Tuominen now 5 points ahead of Tommy Hellman. Marko Muru is 3rd, having missed out on the final today, ahead of Luca Nurmi, Jonna Olekainen 5th, and then Joni Heikkinen rounding out the top 6 with just one more round to go.